Good evening, my lovely people. Once again, I'm Kathy Muhera, and I welcome you to the show Youth Kiboozi, the best talk show around town. And with me, I have wisdom all over. I have my guests here. They are ready to share wisdom with you. They are ready to embark you on this marvelous journey. And once again, don't forget to subscribe to Mubs TV. Don't forget to follow, like, and let's embark on this wonderful journey together. So let me start with Mr. here.
I have always said that Ebenezer, thus far the Lord has brought us. I will start by thanking the Almighty God for the gift of life that He has offered to our dear viewers of Mubs TV, both on YouTube and TikTok and on Twitter. It has come to our attention that this has become a marvelous and humorous TV show. And my name is Kanso Hagai. I'm here to discuss matters of national importance and making sure that out of this show, we shall be able to get the impact of the youth on the community. With me, I have my fellow intellectuals whom I will give a chance to also introduce themselves. Thank you so much.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Shivan Sache, and I'm a student of Mubs. So happy to be here with Kiboozi. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Much obliged to be here to back at our Mubs TV for yet another interesting with Kiboozi. It will be much of a pleasure for me to share my experience and receive your questions, perhaps, about how the youth can impactfully be in society. Much obliged.
So our topic today is social issues and activists. How can young people out there make a positive impact on their communities and the world at large? We all need to be of importance to the places where we stay. We all need to be of importance to everyone around us, to the community, to the world at large, to what we do, to the children, to our schools, and to everything. So, my fellows, what do you think that the young people out there can do and it really brings out a positive impact on the societies and the world at large?
According to me, if I can refer to the Constitution of Uganda of 1995 as amended, it defines the youth as someone who is between 18 and 35.
Yeah, sure.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as we are discussing the social issues and activism, we are looking at a way the youth can use their potential, can use their energy to create a positive change. Through different ways, it can be political, it can be economical, it can be social, in different ways, as we shall discuss ahead. So the youth, we have been at the forefront. If we look at the politics of Uganda today, if you come and say politics and you leave out the youth, I think you are losing the meaning of politics.
Definitely.
From the top, we are looking at different bodies coming up, fighting for the rights of the youth. We are looking at different youth, as I will discuss ahead, how they are coming up to fight for the rights of other youth that are marginalized, the youth that are left behind. We look at women's rights being fought for. We look at environment movements. So, as we go ahead, we shall look at different people, different youth who have done a lot to impact positively on the youth. When I look at the question, an impact.
Yes, what are those points?
An impact can be positive or negative. But for this case, I will start by discussing the positive
Let's
impact.
first talk about those positive ones. What can they do?
The youth,
we
ourselves, we have political engagement. Politics has always been tainted with a negative picture. But for us, we don't bring it in a phantasmagoria way. We bring in a way that politics is a way how you, the youth, you or me, can use our voice. We always term politicians as the voice of the voiceless. How can you come out and fight for the rights of the poor people? You look at, I belong to the Mighty Party, but now I will bring an example of the youth called Chaguranyi Robert Sentam. He's a youth who has lived in a life of ghetto He has seen how people are suffering in the ghetto, and he has used that knowledge to come up and fight for their rights in a political manner. So,
Okay.
as me, a younger generation in Uganda, I will also stand up, as I have always said, be the change you want to see.
Yeah.
You as a youth, what do you want to see? If you want to see equality, can you advocate for equality? That's why lawyers are always called advocates. They stand for what they believe it is true, and they give their facts. So let me allow my friends to give a brief introduction about the topic as we go ahead.
Okay, for me, in the case of the youth, we start with ourselves, you know. They are 18 and 35, you know, as the Constitution says. But for the social, you shouldn't mind about yourself only. Mind all more.
Yeah,
other
social,
people,
it's
you know.
interacting.
Whether it concerns the environment, whether political-wise, whether other people. Like, for my case, I think for the youth, they can volunteer their time.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
one of them. You can volunteer your time. There are many activities our societies need, and they need many people to volunteer.
Yes.
You know, you find out like there are many orphanages, but they do have people to help out with them. You know,
Yes.
volunteer that time. You are youth. At least they should see from you. Volunteer your time. That is it.
All right. Thank you for the point once again. Well, dealing with being impactful as youth. Well, look at the circle of life, basically. So, politically, social, and economically, what is that one thing that you love to do? Yeah? Even if it's your talent, me, I wouldn't mind about someone who loves to go and play football every evening. It is through this football that you can carry out a charity kind of match.
Yeah,
you know?
sure.
It is through the kickboxing you do that you entertain people to come and see you play it. You understand? So basically, it's all about the little you can do, more so what you love doing is what will make you become impactful. Slowly by slowly, one by one, makes a bundle. you
Yeah.
know? So eventually, you can look at the time here at Mubs that we have. Basically, for my course, we started from 8 up to midday. So the rest of the hours, you could possibly get something impactful to do with your life. Yeah. Apart from going around wanting to seek relevance, yeah, because once you do things when you're seeking relevancy, you'll end up doing what you're not supposed to do.
Yes.
You get, but once you do something that you are interested in, something that you do wholeheartedly, yeah, however little it is, trust me, you will become relevant at that thing. You understand? Because
Sure.
with time, you get the experience, and you later on become what? Someone that is let them say a king in their sector, in their own sector. You see? So eventually, without you being there, people will feel a gap. That's when they will be like, this guy had something impactful I was doing in the society. You understand? So basically, it's all about the little things we do, most of the things that we love, that will make us become impactful in
Yeah,
society.
definitely.
Thank you.
On the example you've given about being exemplary,
Mm.
you know the Bible says God humbles the proud and uplifts the humble people. So some people can use their character to influence the community. You look at Eddie Kenzo. Eddie Kenzo is one of the prominent people in the country. This guy has lots of money, as I can say. But when you look
He's
at
humble.
the character of Eddie Kenzo, he doesn't
Humble
seek
soul.
public importance or self-importance. So whatever he does, he brings up that picture that even me, as a youth who grown up from a ghetto, I can do something for myself. And after achieving it, I can still stay the same.
Okay, thank you so much. So, speaking of that same point, I want us to speak about let's break them down. Let's list those points down. Those positive points. Okay, on the side of the positive impact. So, I want us to list down those positive impacts only. What are the things a youth like me that I can do to change in my community? you know, the world at large in my society, like how can I overcome discrimination? You know, it's rampant.
Yes.
Yeah, like how can I overcome discrimination? How can I do better use of my phone, like social media life? Like how can I be an ally in very many various ways? Yeah, let's try to break them down. Let's start with Miss Shivan.
Okay, like at first he said, engage in political issues. So it's the same as engage in political issues of your society. Whether it's going to the meeting of LC1, go. At least let your school know, let the schools around know you. They will be seeing you. And as earlier I said, I talked about volunteering your time. Those are already 2 points. He said, be a model. It's the same as be a role model. In that, people can look from you. They can look from your acts and be like, I need to be like that
Okay,
person.
I want more elaboration about that political side.
The
Like,
political
if
side.
I'm not in politics, can't I make a positive impact to my world or my society?
You can. It's like I said, politics doesn't cover only these, let's say, presidents, what.
Yeah, I know.
A mere fact of you standing up and going to the LC1 meeting to listen up what they say, you communicate to the fellow youth what was happening there. It's a political issue.
To pick a leaf in particular, yeah, I know.
Just simply like that.
Like how they used to say that we have to learn from our elders.
It's just because politics has been tainted with a lot of myopia, but politics has always been a key to success. And Marxism says you can't separate politics with development.
Yeah, sure.
Because if you don't have a direction, then whatever you do behind this side, there is nothing. It's like you saying I'm beautiful, but when people look at you on your face, indeed you don't depict. One man says that it is better to marry a beautiful, ill-mannered woman than marrying an ugly woman with good characters. Do you know why? Manners can be changed, but ugliness is permanent.
Oh, I thought you guys had this thing of
Which
I
one?
rather marry an ugly lady with you.
You can,
You know,
yeah.
I used to hear
This is
some guys
Gen-
saying
this-
I rather marry an ugly lady with manners and etc. than a beautiful one who's
Maybe
ill-mannered, you
can
know.
elaborate on that.
The fact is that what creates character is experience.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
So it could be very possible that this person, the challenges they faced as a kid, it's what made them to grow up with that kind of character to really call it that. You understand? But eventually, once you show this person love and all that, you know,
Yes.
you understand, they eventually what? Become, good character. So it's the same thing. Just a minute. It's the same thing that happens in your society where you are. You be it your hostel, be it your school. A simple hate someone will make them feel like appreciated in society.
Yeah.
You know, that will eventually lead up to an impactful being in your society.
But Council, I want you to remember something. Not all manners can be changed. Do you know that?
What do you mean? Not all
Like,
people change.
not all. I can have my manners, okay, literally, bad manners or good manners, but all of them can be changed. At times, it's what they groom in you, like how you've been groomed, at times stays with you, like sticks with you. Trust me. You can't tell me, like, I've grown up when I'm an abusive person. I'll just change out of the blue, you know. I've grown up, you guys know
Yeah.
about such manners. Okay, I want us to interact with people behind the camera. Like, guys, be free to subscribe. Interact with us. Wanna share those points? Like, wanna share the knowledge, wanna share the wisdom. Let us get something together over here. Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Let me take this. Just as I said, slowly by slowly, one by one makes a bundle.
Yeah.
So you can't, there's that main character within someone, but with time, it gets off. Just like the way you have seen, we have had people who are drunkards. We have seen people who have been literally, into drugs. You understand?
Yeah, sure.
Like literally, this person's name has even changed from maybe it's no longer called James. They mentioned the weed, there's someone.
I know.
Someone's called Bondo because he's known for taking Bondos only. You understand? So literally, that's what I say. It's step by step. Yeah. Eventually, you get out of it. You understand? It's just a matter of time. Be the best you can, and there's always one thing that our professor told us, Dr. Sada. says that be ready to learn, unlearn, and relearn. You understand?
Maybe I can add something there. You see, you're saying that someone cannot change. We believe that no one is perfect, 100%. Even if you say you will change me, there is a situation you will reach. But
There are some
I
things that
always
can't
listen
change.
to the words my dad says.
Devil wears
He
Prada.
says that when you are married, you should know the weakness and the strengths of that person.
Definitely.
So where the strengths are appreciated, then where the weaknesses are, learn to live with them. So one of the reverends told me that Haggai, it is very bad for you to get saved after you have gotten a scar. So after getting that scar, even if you get saved, it will haunt you up to when you die.
Up to your core.
So it is better for us to look at it the way we behave in the society. The youth today, regardless of the political situation in the country, the political gambadoism that is in Uganda, where some people are not allowed to express themselves openly, we have other ways. You can write novels. We have seen people write such novels. Though when you attack the government so much, it comes back to you.
Yeah.
For example, my brother, it has brought a ramification which is negative itself. But as youth, I have said, we can involve in politics. Number two,
Advocating for change.
advocating for change. Number two, we have environmental conservation measures. I will not go very far. We have Muvule inside here in Mubs. This is an association for the youth. It is looking at a way of sustaining the environment. When you cut one tree, plant two, because we are looking at long-termism.
Definitely.
And that is one of the principles of effective altruism. It looks at how we can solve challenges using logic and reasoning after you have made research. So the youth, we have that role to play in the society. That how can we conserve the environment? You are seeing the way the way people litter this garbage in the society. These polythene bags, we have these empty bottles. You as a youth, what have you done? Can you bring up an initiative that is good at recycling these scraps? Can you come up with an NGO? For example, we have our brother called Muhumuza Edison. He has an NGO. He's a young man, but vibrant in the community, both politically and socially. He has an NGO called Teda. For it, it looks at a way how he can create a positive impact without even involving his money. He manages, or he calls upon his friends, like at campuses. They move and carry out community development activities. They clean the centers, different places. So as we do that, we can easily impact the society positively.
Okay, so Miss Pretty over here is asking, how can we support our local businesses in the country? Because literally, I've also seen this. Okay, let me say Ugandans as in particular. Ugandans in particular have this thing called bubu. Like, buy Uganda, build Uganda. We really do not want to support each other. Have you realized that? So how can we support our businesses? How can we take away that rigidness? You know, that rigid culture whereby we can't support our own, you know? Because we are one, we are one country. And, you know, for God and our country always. So how can we support ourselves? Like, what can satirize that? What can spice it up that we are missing out? You know, it may be that we are missing out something, and that's why we are not supporting ourselves. So what do you think we need to add up? You know, Ugandan music, Ugandan products, like to support ourselves, to support our financial businesses, instead of importing beds from Italy or somewhere to come to the country. Let's support each other. So what do you think we can spice like in everything we're doing so that we can all be able to support ourselves?
let me give my brother a chance. First start, then I'll conclude.
Okay.
Well, literally, there's one thing that I always know about businesses. Be it okay, if let's don't think business, but anything that you do, whether service or a product, one thing I know is always quality. Once you have your thing on quality, trust me, nothing can beat it down.
But these guys have quality.
I'm telling you, trust me. Once you make something quality, nothing can beat it down. So here's the deal: make your thing quality, be it service or product. Yeah, utilize the small social capital you have. Yeah, begin with your family, begin with people around you. I'll give you an example of TJ Omori. TJ Omori is a director.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Now, when TJ Omori gets to a site or a scene where they're going to shoot the video, yeah, he does not entertain coming with his own models, yeah, because the model is after pay, yeah, it's after pay. Give me my money, I pay. You feel? So once he comes to the place where they're going to shoot the video from, he will call around people of that very society.
Yeah.
Do you have dancers? Yes, they come.
And that's interesting.
Do you have people like who love showcasing their model and all that?
But that's
Yes,
outside
they're
the
here.
brand. Bring
So,
the context.
so literally,
No,
yes,
just
it's African.
giving an
Tejo
example.
Mori is African.
Yes.
It's Nigerian. So I'm giving you the small snap he does. He entertains people from within the locality. Understand? So you will have a video where you're seeing there are very many people, and you're like, hey, this guy really paid all that money for these people, but Nigerians he didn't. He just took people from that place. Now here's the deal.
He's using natural resources.
Exactly, here's the deal now. Right? Once you pay me to come in and be in your video, I'm not even get the courage to boost the video of the song. But the person from down there that has gotten a chance to be into John Mori's video,
Give me 5.
you understand? Eh?
I know.
You'll go out all over social media. You people watch out for this song because you know this is what in that video.
For the
You see
first
that?
time I'm appearing before a camera.
You understand?
No.
So the moment they're going to release that song,
Celeb.
you already have something like 300 people coming down to view it.
Yeah.
You feel? Now, which is something different with our Ugandan context. Yeah? Because for you believe that quality is spending more money. But it's not the case. Quality is something that comes with love. Whatever you do with love, you shall always come out with that.
And quality.
With quality. You understand? That's why you see, like, even football, let's be football. Once you put your love there, surely you will be out. I'll give you an example of Onyango, the goalkeeper. Yes? Onyango, much as right now is in Mamelodi Sundowns, but that's not a team we can undermine. Yeah? But coming out from the route of Uganda without any connection, and you go to South Africa and recognized as number one football, player
That's
or
the
the number one
That's what
goalkeeper.
you've been talking about.
Yeah? That's what I'm saying. It
Minimizing
all
our
starts
own.
with love. Start with love. Love what you're doing. Eventually, your social capital, your friends around you. You understand?
Yeah.
So once like I have something, I'll always tell her, girl, like, hey, man, there's something here. I'm trying to show up, but come and tell me, what do you think about it?
Yeah.
You see? So and I always prefer people who are open critics. Yeah. They'll always be like, this thing is very good, but maybe something small is lacking. You understand? Eh? But then there are these people who are hype men. Yeah, you always feel like, I think it's fine. Of course. Why not? You understand? And eventually you will be there also bragging with your thing.
But if you are to speak of the music part, you're talking about the Nigeria country in particular. So have you realized that Nigerian music booms in Uganda? Specifically in Uganda more than our music. We have some good guys with good artwork.
True.
You see Victor America?
True.
This guy has some artwork. It's by the bicycle, I think. Okay, to me he's the best.
Sure.
Yeah, we have some good guys. We have Eddie Kenzo. Okay, we understand he's been international for some while, but still, Nigerian music booms more here than how our music goes.
Just as I said, everything starts with love. Putting love in whatever you do. That's why you see like Joshua Baraka. Yeah. Has he made 2 years yet?
No.
Like being on scene and all that.
No.
Not yet. Yeah. But the whole thing is that he's pushing out things with love. Yeah. Because the moment for you just do something because you're money minded.
Don't have love.
No, the thing. This is the thing. This is the thing.
You can't just pour your money in the studio without.
This is the thing. This is the thing. Yeah. Recall what I talked about. People who seek relevance. Yeah? There is someone. He feels like being an artist, what is going to make him reach there. But fact, he doesn't love music. Yeah, all he wants is to become a celebrity, to be known.
Famous.
You understand?
That is
Yeah, so he will be ready to splash any amount of money.
Yeah.
Nenga bya yimba.
Nice sound.
So as I told you, we are gonna be sharing wisdom. We are gonna have laughters. You know, we are gonna have jiggles here and there. We are gonna have an amazing moment. So endeavor to subscribe to Mubs TV. Do not miss out. I swear you don't wanna miss out about this. We are still enjoying this endeavoring moment with our beloved ones. So let's have cancel her guy for the next
On the
one.
part of music, before I come to my points, some people do not understand the game. Even if you love something, but you don't know the game, how it runs. For example, today in Uganda, if you are to get a job, a juicy job, you have to have connections. Eh? So for you, if you come in class and sit because you want a first class, you are not understanding the game. It says, my social network is my net worth.
Obvious.
You understand that?
Wisdom over here.
Yeah. So, another thing is self-belief. The day you don't
Self-esteem.
believe in yourself, self-confidence, then whatever you're doing, for example, you are a musician, but yes, there is where it comes in.
Yeah,
You
last
have
time I
to
was
believe
talking
that.
about that and you're like, no.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I said, when I started, I said, be humble. Believe in yourself, but be humble. I have my guy. He's called the Rock Slim Boy. He's Muhindo. He's our guy here. The guy is down to earth. He's a musician. He can do everything. But when you see him, he's too humble. And I'm giving you just some few years. You see him hitting.
But have you realized, guys, about this thing? Most times, those people who are humble, okay, we know we are humble. Actually, I'm also humble, right? So, have you realized that most times
I also humble.
okay, just listen.
Okay.
Have you realized that these guys who are always humble are being stepped on? Have you realized
not
that?
being
really.
humble.
Okay, let me first finish.
Okay.
Have you realized that? Okay, have you realized these people, why do people become introverts in the first place?
Let me tell you.
Okay, I want you guys to tell me more about that.
One.
It's not that they are being stepped on. It's a matter of time. Being humble doesn't cost you anything. That is it.
That's
Being
it.
humble doesn't cost you anything. And you find out that these people who are over bragging, aiming at being famous, they're always beaten, they're always in jail, they're always in courts. Where do they live?
So what kind
One
of being
man.
humble do you
It's all about humanity and simplicity. You know that. Humanity and simplicity. Understand, be humble. That is it.
It won't cost
If
you.
I can quote the words of one Munyoro man, he says, Omuntu mumuntu niwe muntu.
But that's
Omuntu
not
adaina muntu ataha chintu.
So where are we gonna
So,
take those
a
people
person,
talk about?
yeah?
Because here, 1 second we have a Ebenezer, we have a British man,
You
so
see,
now we have a
these
American man.
words.
You know,
You see these ones, you have to take time. There is investment. If you want to run, you need to invest. You read novels. You watch this. I don't say watch everyone. You watch important shows like this one. If you miss out on this show, you have missed a lot.
yeah, you
So
have.
let's come
I've
back.
been telling you, you have missed a lot.
Just subscribe to Mubs TV YouTube, TikTok, X known as Twitter. Let's come back to business. Now, when I'm talking about the business forum in Uganda, people have negative perspective about business.
Right.
One, it starts with attitude. Which attitude do you have towards business? Now, a lady like you, if I say, carry these mangoes, go and walk them in Kampala town, can you go?
You know why you will get
And the
tired.
jobs that we have always undermined.
The ones that have the money.
And like, why
Be
would they
honest.
tie?
Be
Okay,
honest.
things of charity, why can't I?
No,
Not
not
charity.
Not for
Not
charity.
business-wise.
I'm looking for a
Business-wise.
job, and
Yes.
the only option I have is to walk.
The mangoes, yes.
Why would they tie, guys?
Do you know why the
Let's be
unemployment rate in Uganda
Right.
is at the highest rate? Is it because jobs are not there?
Yeah, at a certain point, but
No.
also not at a certain
The
point.
kind of job that you want, maybe.
Yeah,
You see?
all of us.
It's like you're
What type
educated.
of job do you want? Don't you want a white collar job?
And is
Depends.
it there? So
Yeah,
if
it's not there.
what will you
That's
do?
what happened to
You
As
create
a
one.
youth, what have you done?
Yeah,
Eh?
you create your own job.
Now, let me first calculate for you how some people are misled. From here, you want a job of at least
1 point.
1 point. They can't give you a fresh graduate.
It's what they
can't.
want. It's what they want.
If
When
it's
they go
highest,
out,
that
ask,
is
what do we
800.
want?
Highest. Highest, it is 800. So, how much do you pay for rent?
Maybe, I don't know. Okay.
That's 200,000. How much do you use for food a month? How much will you send to your parents? How much will you use for makeup?
Outing.
That's
electricity,
my
How
own
much? I'm now discussing
electricity.
content matters of national importance.
Yeah,
Yes?
you'll make us
I
run
want
from the
change
show.
because attitude towards business.
Yeah, definitely.
And at the later stage, I will give you a clear insight about it. Some people, when you calculate, their expenditure is more than the income they earn. So, the results, you become an employee from day one, and the shoe will bend up to the end. Let me give you an example. A boda guy in Kampala, on a bad day, he receives at least 30K.
You're right.
On a bad day. How much is that a month? He has eaten, that's 900K. He has eaten.
Like on a daily Obanga, every day he's earning
That's-
30, 30,
that's-
30.
that's
That
on the
is
worst.
That's
like
not-
the
that's
same
at the
thing.
worst.
Because I always interact with those guys. They say on a good day he can earn 100
You're right.
Minus
minus
expenditures.
expenditures. Eh? But when you look at someone and he says,
And
I'm
but
a
he's not going to
border
spend them
rider,
a lot.
eh? I just spend what?
He's gonna have his chicken minor for lunch.
A hatch commando for lunch.
After
Some
subtracting
people-
some
some
expenditures,
people-
the
So-
remaining one is one
Ah, which
days.
perspective when someone says I'm a border rider in Kampala?
I don't know.
How do
They
you perceive
misled
them?
them.
Now
Maybe
like
like
you girls, I won't use slave queens. If you hear that,
Look at you,
that
why
your
don't
friend,
you have money?
listen,
That's a guy.
your friend, when you hear that your friend is dating a border guy, what comes to your mind?
Okay, what comes to my mind?
Eh,
There are two.
Be sincere.
There are two options.
Yes.
Actually.
Uh-huh.
For the first one, one of them.
Okay, let me talk about this.
Some are bad.
There is a time I was moving with some guy. This friend like moving. Let me say I'm moving with her guy. I'm holding you. I'm a free person, by the way. I'm holding your hand. I hold your shoulders. Then we get one judge and we're sitting together. And some guy was like, and I'm research. I looked at that guy. You know, I could this the guy that look, she can't need that guy and I'm research. You know, something.
So now we have to change our attitude towards some jobs. Number 2, we need prayers. Someone may laugh, but this is a critical point.
Yeah, sure.
James chapter 5 verse 13, he says if you have any challenge, pray.
Pray.
And in Uganda, we need prayers. You look at someone, you want that hype. You are being called the council, you are being called this name, you don't have a coin in your pocket. You see? So we need that change. And as me, Council Haggai, I'm a youth. I'm saying, let's come to entrepreneurship, bring it on the table.
Okay.
I want to make that drive under Muwesa. Muwesa is a Makerere University Entrepreneurship Students Association. I'm looking at a way of promoting entrepreneurship right away from nursery. You know, when we are studying this theoretical form of education, most of the times they train us for job seeking, not job creation.
Yeah,
So
I get your point.
I want this to move beyond the Mubs.
Okay, so Council Haggai.
Yes.
Just on that very point.
Yes.
Let's briefly talk about that disappointment. Let's list like 3 points. Like the negative part of what the youths can do to impact on their
Before
on their
that,
country.
what I
and the world.
think, yeah. First of all, even the producers, let's go to production sector.
Yeah.
They don't trust their things. You know the reason that's why it's alleged.
Yeah.
I ain't certain. It's alleged that they do produce their things. They take outside for labeling, sort of side packaging. They bring them back.
But
Then
they couldn't
how
trust
do you
your
trust me
product.
then to buy the same thing you don't trust? Would you gonna buy them?
You first
But
study your
some they
market.
don't.
You
So-
first study your market. Let me ask you.
At least
I've brought
attract me
this
with
jumper.
that.
Let's
Attract
talk
me
about
with that.
I think let's talk about the negative part the negative part, because we've spoken about the positive part.
Okay.
What the youth can do for their world and country
For me,
Let's
for me,
talk
what I
about the
say,
negative part.
instead of the
briefly
youth
list it there.
being the, let's say, positive role models, then they are the negative ones.
But not
How?
all, you're sure, not all.
How?
Yeah, and so,
How?
not all. He said it. Council said it earlier. You
Wrongly
find out,
using your phone,
you know,
some
wrongly using your phones.
cyberbullying,
You find out
texting.
they even change your names from council to the another
I
person.
want
You
you
know.
to get a root cause
So
analysis.
how do you understand?
What
How do you
causes
understand?
that?
Okay. Let me talk about this.
Well, literally, the whole point here is that once, as a person, once you lose your principles, eventually things will get bad. Yeah? If you lose your principle of integrity, you lose your principle of hard work, your principle of love, you understand? Eventually you'll have negative things coming up in your head, which of course you wouldn't love. Because I'm not sure, okay, I don't believe that someone will wake up one day and you wish that thieves are very many in the country. You can't have that mindset. You get? But it all starts from your principles. Once your principles depreciate, eventually things will run bazaar.
Okay, so we are gonna have a next episode about that. Let's just make a full stop, just a full stop that with a pencil it will be rubbed off. So we are gonna make an episode, and I'm not sure that you wanna miss out. Just do subscribe to Mubs TV. Just like, just share, just let this thing move, let it burning. Don't let the fire go down. Just blaze it up, okay? We love you all, and we care about you all. Any last remarks?
In a nutshell, or in a nutshell, we want to say that as we embark on our exams this week, let's work smart, not hard. Always devise strategies on how to achieve your work within the shortest period possible. Ladies and gentlemen, Council Haga is my name. I love you revamping our society.
Okay, for me, in conclusion, I say that youth should be role models, a positive role model to everyone. And I was so happy to be here. Thank you.